The Regressed Mercenary has a plan. Chapter 10. You were shocked to learn that they had a fiancé. There was no need for them to feel embarrassed, because they know that the reason it fought was for its prize to buy an expensive gift for Amelia. They talking about Amelia from Rayfold County, that woman, Amelia Rayfold, a noble among nobles, known for her kind nature and action towards everyone, regardless of status, gaining the deep support of the people in her territory. However, she would later incite rebellion and come to be known as the Witch of the North. And she joined hands with the Delphine Duchy to drive the final nail into Perdium's downfall, a traitor. Ghislaine asked Belinda when his father returning. It's not clear if it will be back next week. A week it should be enough. Ghislaine want to visiting Rayfold County, even if it is not her birthday yet. Their reason was to obtain money from it. Lady Amelia from Rayfold County. Lady Amelia gave her shoes to the young girl beggar. The girl couldn't believe it. If anyone to walk barefooted on her land, it should be her. She also provided food and shelter for young girl beggar. Indeed, his guard acted immediately, and many people thanked for the help that was provided. Rayfold County Amelia's garden, Amelia's escort Knight Burneth. He praised this for the good it has done today. He had always demanded unwavering obedience from the people within his territory. But the common folk will always follow the one who keeps them warm and well-fed. With this she have won the people's hearts. This will definitely prove to be favorable in her future successor competition. Amelia suddenly kicked her in the face. She wants to know what happened in the duel against the finest sword of the North. He apologizes to her. If he stands victorious, people may begin to pay attention to him. It is not yet the time to reveal her claws, because his blade is for him. It should be because there's invested a lot of money to raise him. He cannot allow to be a weak, and it asked her the merchants are. If she talking about the Arctium Merchants Guild, her need not worrying. All the materials needed to rebuild the Forest of Beasts outpost, which was recently half destroyed by orc attacks in Perdium, are being sourced through their merchant guild. In effect, they are reclaiming the annual support funds that Count Rayfold allocates to Perdium. Moreover, they are recruiting all the soldiers and knights leaving Perdium. Many of them are well-trained from battles against the barbarian tribes, making them excellent quality. She said before maintain the appearance of an ordinary merchant guild be thorough. There cannot let them true identity be exposed until they fully build up them strength. Suddenly, a man from their county arrived, and this was immediately blocked by Burneth as to why it went without permission. He just received the news from the gate young Lord Ghislaine Perdium has come to visit. Amelia wondered why he went there. He said that he had something to discuss about the merchant guild. Visitor's room, Ghislaine and Amelia met. He greeted Amelia. This is quite unpleasant. His came without any prior notification. He's not yet learned etiquette or manners. Since this person's birthday is coming soon, Ghislaine wants to give a gift to her. He picked one up from the merchant guild up ahead, and the fragrance is quite nice. He planned to buy flowers from there from now on. Her asked for the name again, the Arctium Merchant Guild he believe. She not sure way this trying to say, now that she received this gift, she want to go. Ghislaine called her by her name, Amelia Rayfold, and he had her sit down. Amelia surprised at what Ghislaine said. What is this pressure? From the very guy who used to squirm, barely able to speak whenever he stood in front of her. He wants straight to the point. He needs some money right now. And he requested 10,000 gold, and she was surprised it. He visiting out of nowhere, and he asking for such a large sum from his fiancée. Should she take it as the will of Count Perdium? His father has nothing to do with this. Just give this to Ghislaine. And Ghislaine knows that there is no planning to marry her. This example was made by Amelia's escort knight. If she become the lord of this land, that might be more than possible. But before that, if word about she secretly building up her power spreads in Rayfold, where the fight for succession is fierce, and Amelia's cat got angry here. Young Lord Ghislaine, he shouldn't say something like that. not even as a joke. She didn't have to worry because Ghislaine could hide it. He might not keep those words if he leave this room empty-handed. But it was not bothered by what Ghislaine said. The door opened and Burnif entered the room. They haven't seen each other for quite a while, including Ghislaine. Burnip, he's the guy who has always stayed by Amelia's side, a skilled individual who possesses the potential to be compared to the finest sword of the North at the time. Ghislaine said if he die here, a war may break out. They're sure them can handle that. It is brave of them to be able to. Because a sudden ruffian barged in caused chaos and was killed by the hand of the escort knight. That's what the world will hear about Ghislaine's demise. Amelia ordered him to kill Ghislaine, and it immediately followed her orders. If that's how he wants to play, then Ghislaine had no choice but to get a little serious.